Hi guys, Kara here from coachingwithkara.com. And if you're watching this, then you've been following or hopefully are going to start your War on Debt. We are on our second day of War on Debt. So far this week, you should have ordered your books, Dani Johnson's First Steps to Wealth. If you go to her website, you can get it for free, plus shipping and handling, and Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. You've also identified your why, added up your total debt, and kind of announced to your stakeholders and had some crucial conversations about how you're ready to change your life because you're ready to get rid of the shackles and bondage of debt. So today's assignment is our first step, and so hopefully you're ready to go. And it may seem a little out of order for you, but if you've ever read anything by Dave Ramsey, he calls these his baby steps. And this is baby step number 1. Are you ready? Okay, so the first thing you need to do to pay off your debt is to save money. What? Crazy, right? Here's the first thing you have to do before we even look at your budget and look at your debt and look at any of that. You need to save $1,000 in an emergency fund. Now, why you have to do that before you pay off your credit card or try to find the best student loans for your kids or, like tackle your pantry and like all this crazy stuff is that you have to have this emergency fund, because what happens when there's an emergency and you don't have the money? You put it on your credit card. And when you put it on your credit card debt goes up. The importance of having this $1,000 in savings is because it's a good number, it's a good enough cushion that if something happens, an emergency. And this is a real emergency. Dave will say this in the book, so when you get the book, I want you to start reading right away. An emergency is not Christmas. You know that's coming. It's not your kid's birthday. It's not that pair of shoes you really want or that trip you really want to take. An emergency is when the transmission, oh, that's even a bigger one, but like you need new tires on your car, you got a flat. That bill from the hospital came and you weren't able to take care of it. You need to first decide what emergencies are, and you have to be real with yourself. I'm going to talk a lot about this phrase Dani uses, weigh your ego with your bank account. An emergency is not, it's back to school time and I have to buy my kids all new clothes because their stuff's from last year. Now, if their clothes really don't fit them, and you can't send them to school like that, you need to buy them new clothes, right? But if you want to just buy them the newest pair of Jordans or that fun shirt with the Cheetah Girls on it or whatever's cool right now, that is not an emergency. And that's why it's important that your stakeholders, aka your family, is in on this. Because I'm going to tell you that I want to buy my stepson clothes all the time. Like, oh, look at this little shirt. It's so cute. Like, he's 7, so his stuff isn't cute anymore, but whatever. But I say no. And it's not that I'm depriving him. If he needs something, like he's getting tall and his clothes aren't fitting, we have a budget for him. We'll get into budgeting, don't worry. And then we take it from there. We plan for it. If you can plan for something, like you can plan that Christmas is coming in a couple months and you need to save up for it, that's not an emergency. An emergency is what you cannot plan for. So your first step is going to be to get $1,000 immediately. And when I say immediately, I mean in the next 2 weeks, you're going to work your behind off to find $1,000 and put it away. The videos I'm going to do this week, I'm going to show you some tips on how to find money. Because guess what? You have it somewhere. It's there. It's either in your fridge. It's in all those movies you never watch that you could probably sell at a yard sale. It's in that extra shift you could pick up at work. It's somewhere, and I'm going to show you where it is. It's probably at the coffee shop where you go every day and get Starbucks. I bet you that's where your $1,000 is. I'm going to call you out on your crap, so you better be ready for it. Here's what I want you to do right now. If you don't have a savings account, your homework today is to sign one up within your bank. So what we do is we have our main checking account, and then within it, we started like a little like sub-account, and that's our savings. It's nothing crazy. If you want a good one, ING Direct has a pretty good one. They have a great interest rate on it, except it takes a couple days to actually transfer the money over. So get your savings account and see how much is in it. Talk to your spouse, whomever you need to talk to, and explain like we're going to get in the next 2 weeks or less $1,000 in this. And I know you're thinking, like, this is crazy. I'm not going to be able to find $1,000. You are. And here's how I want you to do it. This week I'm going to give you some tips. We're going to go into different ways you can find the money. But I want you to really look and say, if this is my goal, where can I get the money from? And I want you today, start your savings account and then make a list of all the places that you might be wasting money. Okay? And this is, tomorrow we're going to like dive into data and we're going to analyze your bank account. We're going to like really find it for you. But I want you to just brainstorm with someone. And I want you to post them here in the, on the comments. Where are you spending your money? You know it. Like, don't play yourself. How many pairs of shoes do you have? How many? How many bags do you have? Do we really need Michael Kors? No! Stop it. Stop the madness. Weigh your ego with your bank account. I do it every day. Sometimes I buy some food at the dollar store. Why? Because it's cheaper than the grocery store. And guess what? I'm not going to buy stuff that's like obviously like going to go bad or whatever. But like I spend $3 on rice cakes at Acme when I can spend $1. Come on, that's $2. And you're going to think that's so simple. It's just Kara. Come on, it's $2. Yeah, it's $2. I buy rice cakes. I buy 2 packs every week. Okay, that's saving me $4 a week. Okay, 4 times 4, that's $16 a month. Do some math how that adds up. Okay, today, post here. Be honest. You need to be honest with yourself. Be honest with where you think you're spending your money. And then tomorrow we're going to do a data deep dive. I want you to write this down. $1,000. Put it on a Post-it and put it everywhere. Put it on your mirror, put it in your car, put it in your wallet, put it on your fridge so that every time you see it, you remember that's your goal. So put it near your phone so if someone calls and says, hey, let's go out to dinner, you can say, We have a family of 3, and I know many of you have bigger families. And if we go out to dinner, we're spending $40. How many of you go out to dinner more than once a month? More than once a week? Some people are doing it every day. And that may or may not be your situation. For us, we were going out to eat like 2 times a week. Say it's 50. Let's do easy math, right? $100 a week. That's $400 a month. Wow. There's my money. There's my car payment. There's my student loan payment. Ego, bank account. Who's going to win? All right, I want to see it. Be honest and post here for your homework. Where do you think your money's going? I want to see who's going to be real and honest with themselves today and who's going to still get stuck in thinking they can't do it. Because guess what? My goal, I said 2 weeks, but by the end of 30 days, the goal for us is that every person, we have almost 100 in this group, I want all of you to have $1,000 in savings. That's $100,000 in savings by the end of 30 days. Every one of you will have it. What happens if you have an emergency and you have to pay off and you need your emergency money? Use it. And then go back to bringing it back up to 1,000. All right, guys, have a great day. Leave any questions here. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who's learned some stuff and wants to share it with you.